Hello, and welcome to a new video. Today, guys, we are taking a look at CERULEDGE, which normally shouldn't even be available for Great League in the first place. Like, I was so desperate to getting it. I was actually planning on creating an alt account, one below the levels. This way you can hatch an egg that has lower levels and maybe get it, but it seemed so much work, honestly, and I'm a bit lazy. So here my nephew stepped in and saved the day. Well, not for free, of course, but still. He played the game. Well, I kind of told him about the game and if he wants to play it, and he knew right away I wanted something. So, it worked out for both. Anyway, I ended up having one, and he ended up liking the game a bit and was going to tell his friends. So, yeah, some good things might come in the future. Anyway, before we start taking a look at CERULEDGE and the Great League, I just want to say RIP to Akira Toriyama. If you don't know, the creator of Dragon Ball passed away, and this man really holds a lot of memory with Dragon Ball for at least my generation and other generations, and especially for me, because I don't want to talk about the personal stuff a lot here, but it has a very special place, so rest in peace. He was an absolute legend. Anyway, let's talk about the games. Now, beautiful lead for us. While Wishcash takes double super effective damage from grass, so we can farm them all the way down as we resist all their moves and we swap out. Now, the opponent didn't swap out from the lead and is not swapping out from AWAC. Normally, they have in this scenario, well, Skarmory in the back. Whenever you see Wishcash, there is like 90% chance of them having Skarmory in the back. If it was Mantine or something, it would have a good matchup versus AWAC, at least better than Medicham, so they would swap out, but they didn't, so they probably have another thing weak to AWAC, so I'm not even gonna shield. I'm gonna let it for the CERULEDGE, which has an amazing humanoid design. Like, this is one of the most beautiful Pokemon I've seen. One Incinerate down, and they have something that is weak to fire, alright. Charjabug wouldn't appreciate this. It will knock out, of course. Doesn't even need... regarding this video, actually, I was planning to do 2 sets, and technically I did 2 sets. But I had a horrendous lag. I lost some matches and I had a horrendous lag, but so I didn't feature. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna feature the first set and maybe a game of intros. This way I can talk about other stuff without me actually missing out on commentating on the actual play, which I'm doing right now. I'm sorry for that. I got one-shotted, but we have shield advantage now for CERULEDGE. We are both hitting for resisted damage. We win CMP, of course. This Pokemon is very classy, actually. Let's see what they will do. They will probably bait, because even resisted disarming voice will near chaos. We are very, very, very squishy. Well, maybe not as squishy as Scandalore. We can go for another one before they reach their disarming voice. So this way we throw on CMP and maximize our energy. Let's see. What do they have in the back? Alright, they have Hisuian Electrode. And we CMP, I guess. It looks like we CMP. They need 5, I believe, so I'm not so sure what happened. And they have... Ooh, look at the Incinerate damage. Okay, Fury Cutter generates energy very fast, but look at the 2 Incinerate alone, and we can just farm them all the way down and win this game. This thing is very better than Chandelure, because Chandelure is too much attack weighted, to the point that it doesn't have any defense, basically, so... It just got farmed down even in resisted scenarios. This one is a bit better. Here we see something that isn't easily played against, so we throw a neutral frenzy plant that hits like truck, and now we swap up into AWAC. They go for an acid spray. Now we are double debuffed, and also we resist poison. Well, poison jab is a bit oppressive in damage, and we will get one-shotted by a Scald. Here I commit to the farm down, but they make a move, and I decide I'm not gonna shield because it's probably an acid spray, and it is an acid spray, and this way we can throw a Shadow Bone. Look, I underestimated, by the way, Alolan Marowak this season. Granted, it's one of my favorite Pokemon, as you see on the left of the screen. But yeah, I didn't expect it to be good because the meta isn't very friendly for fire. Nonetheless, it actually performed somewhat good. Like, really? I mean, granted, CERULEDGE was sweeping, and this is why we got the 5-0 and we are winning, but still, here my opponent didn't bait, and I appreciate that a lot, because this way they will not reach a move afterwards. Now the Incinerate will take them out, and one Incinerate farms the Wish Cache. This thing is pretty cool. Like, I really can't wait to try the other one. I hope my nephew tries to convince a few of his friends, or else I might have to do it myself, and I don't want to do it. It got him like 20-30 hatches, and this kid walks a lot. I don't walk that much, so yeah, let's hope things turn out well. Alright, they swap out. Now they counter our Ewak, but Ewak can still throw a move, and they have to throw. Exactly, because if they don't throw, I might make a Bone Club, which is all that is needed, although I'm not very accustomed to throwing Bone Club anyway. Here we can farm them all the way down. They don't make it to Ice Beam. Crunch as well as Hydro Cannon are resisted, so we can safely farm them all the way down. I have Hakamo. I was playing to throw on good timing. I ended up having to shield because of that. I expected them to throw one before throwing, and well, you know, from this range I believe one Flame Charge will be enough, but I want to have a bit of residual energy, so I throw one more and then I go for the Incinerate, for the Flame Charge. Now, oh, we make the Shadow Ball. Yeah, this is a good game, of course. This will easily one-shot Empoleon. Empoleon is the bulkiest, of course. Now let's head into the next game. Let's see, what are we going to face? This team actually wasn't all that horrible. Okay, this is a horrible lead, but we have two Pokemon that counter it, and they didn't swap right away. Yeah, I remember this matchup. Here I fucked up. Look at the Shadow Bone damage. I can take a Surf, by the way. So, granted, I did get like 1 or 2 Fire Spin. I did survive, and I reached the Shadow Bone, but I was like, I never throw Bone Club, and it's super effective damage, let's throw it. And I end up losing my ability to take switch advantage. Dumb mistake by me. If I had gone for the Shadow Bone, it would have been enough, and goes to show you that Bone Club is a shitty move. Here we make a catch of the Weather Ball on our Fire type, and they have Annihilate. Now I'm taking double resisted damage from counter, so this is good. Had it been any other typing, they would have farmed us down by now, but double, not single, double. And I'm so appreciative that they have Ice Punch instead of Night Slash, or else they would have taken us down. Look at the Incinerate damage. It shredded a Momo Snow. They make a move, but by now it's GG at this point. I mean, Superpower on one, Vine Whip to Superpower, and yeah, this is a GG. I messed up. I could have had alignment on my own, but still, nonetheless, we got a 5-0 in this set, and I lag a bit, and my app force closes. I'm experiencing some terrible lag here. I believe we have still one bonus game. We see a bad lead for us, very bad actually, Skarmory, and a horrific safe swap. I can live one move, I assume. I'm not so sure I can take Stone Edge, but no, I can't. After seeing this, I definitely can't take a Stone Edge. And they shield, so at least we grabbed ourselves a shield advantage, and we can farm them all the way down. I don't think they have any moves that can even hit for neutral, while they have access to, I believe, a super effective damage, poison type, it's the Acid Spray, but no one really uses it. This Saint Quagsire has a lot of good moves, so you know, no real incentive. Okay, a hard counter for us. They are dealing neutral damage. Here I go for the Shadow Ball because I know they won't shield. Because if I bait them and then land the Shadow Ball, it will destroy them. So they call first, but this is good for us because they need 6. So as you see, we can technically farm them all the way down, but this is still gonna be very, very, very tricky. I'm at the back-to-back, but if my opponent is smart, he will not shield the first one, he will cheat the second one, which they do. So now they can shield this one, and I will not make even incinerate afterwards, but I have a superpower stored. It hits for neutral, steal, and well, you know, steal of course resist, takes super effective damage, sorry, from fighting, and flying resist, so they cancel each other out, and it hits for neutral. It is a stab move, and superpower is actually pretty strong. So yeah, we take the win. It was a good game, and all in all, it was very fun to use this Pokemon. I'm pretty sure no one else featured it because it's a lot of trouble, and even though I had someone do it for me, it would have been still very hard to get this Pokemon on the list. I mean, hatching 20-30 eggs, even getting lucky if you hatch it, is actually not a very easy task, and you need it to be below hatch level. So, and we have a double hatching XP, so I believe had it been different, yeah, probably if you do that, if you open an alt afterwards and you try to do it without spinning or doing anything with a new account, you might be able to get it, but it's a lot of work. So yeah, I hope you at least enjoyed it if you're not gonna invest your time and effort to build it. And I'm not gonna say it's wrong to do an alt and all that. I really don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be honest. Do whatever makes you happy. Just don't cheat in GBL. Other than that, do whatever makes you happy. See you on the next one, guys. Bye bye.